Good evening and welcome to the Roxbury Report. We begin tonight with a look at what's happening in Roxbury real estate. A recent Boston Globe article highlighted the region's housing boom. It noted that many homes are selling above asking price, with properties in Cambridge in particular selling at an average of 4% over asking for more than a year. Given all the luxury towers built downtown and the overall pace of activity in Greater Boston, what does this mean for Roxbury? I spoke to industry experts to find out.
In the last 2 years plus, we've had an inventory problem, and a lot of that is driven by the fact that rents are so high all over the city. That's true in Roxbury as well. The rental demographic is changing there more and more. People who would be renting in South End or in Cambridge are looking to Roxbury, particularly Fort Hill, because they're going to get really good value, good access to downtown, and good access to neighboring communities where there are a lot of amenities that they're looking for.
Values are going to constantly go up. We will have fluctuations as we do as part of the real estate cycle, but the overall trajectory is on an upscale for the Boston area and Roxbury, Dorchester.
What I've noticed is developers that primarily worked in Brookline and or South Boston are now moving into Roxbury because the profit margin is there for them. So they're driving prices up. They're doing luxury properties, which is driving prices even higher, and it's bringing in people who may live in Roxbury, but they're not part of the community of Roxbury.
Of course, not everyone is buying or selling a home. In some cases, renovation is the name of the game. And John Eliot Square, one of the oldest homes in Roxbury, is about to undergo a makeover. Last year, Governor Deval Patrick allocated $2 million to the renovation of the Dillaway Thomas House and grounds. The renovation project is designed to improve the landscaping of the park, as well as bring the building up to current code and make it more accessible to the general public. The public is invited to submit comments about the project at a community planning workshop on Thursday, May 29th, from 6 to 8:30 p.m. The workshop will be held at the First Church in Roxbury. Turning to tech news, the Boston area is home to dozens of tech companies and startups. Although many tech companies are known for clustering in Cambridge and downtown, one tech accelerator found its new home right here in Roxbury. Smarter in the City is about to open its new digs in Dudley Square. But why Roxbury? The founder explains.
We're going to be rotating through, as an accelerator, it's a place where you come and you go. Now, you don't just leave us and you're not just on your way. You're always going to be part of our community and part of the greater Boston tech community. But we need a steady flow of entrepreneurs coming through Smarter in the City to make it work. So if any budding entrepreneur, anybody with a good idea, or even if it's not a good idea, but you think it's a good idea, that's who we want.
If you'd like to learn more about Smarter in the City and the current cohort of startups, visit smarterinthecity.com. Finally, here's something to ponder. Did Joe Bell burn it down? That incendiary question is at the heart of the current production at Hibernian Hall. Guided Tour is the story of a man who spent 14 years in jail for burning down a mansion in Rhode Island. With this being the hottest show in Roxbury, I spoke to Vincent Ciders, the actor who plays Joe Brown, to hear more about the play.
Joe Bell is a brilliant man, a genius. Much smarter than I am, and that's always fun to play. But the other thing I believe that his brilliance is rooted in is his appreciation. Sorry about that.
Yeah. He's walking right into the shot.
Well, the backstage, here you are.
Right.
When the lights are down, this is what you see. His appreciation for not only those things that are man-made that are beautiful, but also his appreciation for nature. So that would mean the appreciation for things that are man-made, divine, and both. A genuine appreciation for those. His love and passion for that beauty. And when someone has that, when someone is open to the wonders and the joy and the beauty that all life has to offer, that makes him a very compelling and a very attractive individual.
By the way, this is the final weekend to find out whether Joe Bell burned it down. The show ends on June 1st with a matinee at 3 p.m. For tickets and other information, visit hibernianhall.org. That's it for tonight's Roxbury Report. Chris, back to you.
Thank you very much, Derek. That's our report for tonight. You can also follow us on Twitter at news_BNN or go to our website, nnonline.org.